we have 3D software like Clo, Browseware, or Style3D, even AI, the reliance on getting physical samples for every scenario can end. And that's not to say that you'll never need physical samples, you just may not need 5 or even 3. And not only is this great for your pockets, but it's also great for the planet. So the question is, when is the digital sample enough? And when do you absolutely need a physical garment? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Mikkel Drew Pelham. I talk about digital fashion design software and communication on this channel. So if that's something you're interested in, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell. The great thing about 3D and other emerging digital fashion software tools like AI is that a lot of us smaller brands and independent designers are able to design and make decisions about those designs more quickly and using less resources, like wasting time, energy, and money on samples that don't look the way that we envisioned. We can mediate a lot of that up front, so by the time you do need an actual garment, it should look and fit very closely to what you want. But for some designers, they may feel like I've got an accurate avatar, an accurate pattern, and they like the look of the garment on the model. Can I just go by that? And I would say that really depends on the type of garment and the end use for that sample. This is probably not a surprise to seasoned designers and especially technical designers. But the overall industry consensus is that currently, at the time of this recording, the best types of garments to digitally fit are looser fitting garments. Sleep, lounge, athleisure, those types of garments are usually a bit more forgiving anyway. What's more challenging are things like intimate apparel, swim, bodywear, and bodycon garments. They can absolutely be created in Clo, but when it comes to fit, the compression of the garments and how that affects an actual human body really needs to be vocalized by a person. Those fit maps can tell you a lot, but they may not be able to tell you that the shoulder strap is digging into the model's shoulder. And yes, both Clo3d and Browseware V-Stitcher introduce soft body simulation, which can help give you a more accurate depiction of how the garment truly sits on a real body. But it's still not completely precise and will never beat a person telling you that something feels weird. My belief is that 3D's greatest use is for visualization. Being able to actually see your garment on a three-dimensional body before you pull the trigger on making any actual garment is such a game changer. There can be a lot of unknowns before you get a sample, and 3D can definitely help to shorten that list and help you know some things for sure, like whether you even like the design lines you created, or the fit, the materials you chose, or is this design even working in the line anymore? At one time, we would get a bunch of samples, and then we'd realize we didn't like that fabric, we didn't like the design lines, or several styles no longer make sense in the collection. Now we can drop those options before we wait 2 or 3 weeks for samples and spend thousands of dollars because we can see a 3D digital sample first. And once we get the physical samples, the aesthetics and the overall fit should be very close to what we want. So if there are changes, they should be minimal. So use your digital sample to validate and perfect your ideas or your assortment. If it's a repeat style and you're just seeing it in new colors and patterns, I would definitely suggest that you do not get a new sample and that you use your 3D assets for any marketing you might need to show new colors and patterns. And that would also be a great time to play with some of the new AI tools that will make your 3D style look that much more realistic. If it's a new style, however, and you're selling a physical product, not just digital skins or NFTs, I would definitely suggest you get a physical sample and fit it on a model. If it's one of the looser fitting garment styles, you might be fine to just have someone try it on to validate that it fits well. But if it's something closer to the body like a bra or a swimsuit, you should definitely get an experienced fit model. And I would suggest a technical designer and do a fitting to validate what you're seeing in 3D. Their feedback will be crucial to your final production. regardless of what types of samples you're using right now. If you're not making use of 3D and/or AI tools, I highly suggest that you start. It might be a little slow in the beginning as you navigate the learning curve, but once you get through that, just in sampling alone, these tools can help you save a lot of time and money, and as an added benefit, you'll be helping to save the planet. Thanks for watching today's video. If you want to start using 3D fashion software and you want a clear, organized roadmap to get you up and running on a program, tap the link in the description to sign up for my Clo3d online course. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video if you find it helpful. Have a fantastic week, and I'll see you next time.